they were preparing me for my life, my responsibilities, and how things are going to be moving forward for me. And they were kind, they were gentle. At the same time, I felt so attacked. I felt like I was being jumped. I felt like, what have I gotten myself into? Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Alec Nance. This is Conscious Connect. And today we're going to talk about working with angels. So grab a snack. This might be a long one, y'all. I have so much to say. There's so much I need to convey to y'all about just my spiritual journey, my life experiences, and I got to give y'all a memoir. So buckle up. This is going to be a good one. So we're going to start with pre-spiritual journey, pre-spiritual awakening for me. We're going to call this the year I lost everything. So it's been some years now, but there was a point in my life where I had not entered my spiritual journey. I was still living my previous life. I feel like since then I've done kind of like an in-life incarnation of just another person. But at the time, I'm in my late 20s. You know what I'm saying? I'm still married at the time, living a totally different life than I live now. And I will tell you, things were going pretty well for me, as they have been. Like I've said in previous videos, like sometimes my life will go in cycles. I get it all, then I lose it all. This is one of those times where I definitely had it all. So I've always been an entrepreneur, had a very entrepreneur mindset, and things were going well for me business-wise. I was still working a full-time job. I was out of the military at the time. I was medically retired, so I was selling products on Amazon, doing super well with that, maybe making probably like 1-2 grand a day. I was day trading. I was very laser focused with my day trading. I used to trade ES futures. That's the S&P stock exchange future, and I'm still decent at it. I don't really have time to trade anymore. So I'm doing that, and this is like something I'm working really hard on. I'm going to work, working a full-time job, being a dad. I was in college, taking night classes, and I did miss a day at the gym. Just working super hard for my family at the time. I was expecting a child, and things were going pretty well. Now, mind you, at this time, I'm going off an entirely different energy than what I exist off of today. You know what I'm saying? I was dealing with a lot of anger. I had a lot of unresolved trauma, and I kind of carried myself with, you wouldn't notice it, but I was probably the happiest, angry, sad person you ever met. You know what I'm saying? There was like a lot of issues, a lot of things I wasn't addressing. I'm kind of drowning myself out in work. You know what I'm saying? I was literally a workaholic. It was like a drug to me. And I just kind of had this, I don't even know what to call it. I kind of, maybe ego. I'm not sure what it is, but there was something with me, like I was hurting inside, and it was kind of bothering me in a way that I wouldn't just acknowledge. Like I started getting like kind of sick from time to time. Like your body lets you know when you're overdoing it. But I had all this stress on me, all this weight on me, and I'm pressing forward. So like I say, there's a reason I call this the year I lost it all. Like I say, I had a very successful business on Amazon. Through unforeseen circumstances, I had to take all my products off the shelf. My product all of a sudden became illegal to be sold in general. I'm not going to say what it was because I'm not about to get sued. I tell you that much, but it definitely became illegal. And I had like so much money invested into this. I invested my own cash. I had taken out loans, and things were going super well. And I was preparing myself to scale. And it's like, soon as I get everything in place for me to scale to that next level, my products off the shelf, I have all this freaking inventory, and there was a blow to the gut. I don't care about money. I came up very humbly, and it's one of those things where, you know, oh well, I'll make it happen with something else. I had other things going for myself, and I kind of wasn't tripping. It was devastating. I'm kind of sugarcoating a little bit, but there was kind of just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward a little ways down the road. Remember I told you like I had a child on the way. I lose my son in the 9th month of pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? And so like a birth had to be done and all that. I held him. That was pretty surreal for me. Nothing I would have ever expected. It was a stillbirth, and he could have been like born in that. Had she delivered like a week earlier, like everything would have been fine. But that was pretty tough, and I don't think I stopped to mourn. I think I kept going. You know what I'm saying? I still had classes, I still had job, I still had all these things I was trying to achieve. I didn't really take the time to process that. And I continue to kind of burn myself out. I have all this stuff going on now. Life's getting like a bit stressful and chaotic. Fast forward a couple months down the road, things end up going south of my job. I had a really good job here in Little Rock. Things weren't working out between me and the administration. If you know me, I will quit a job. I didn't want to quit this one, but like sometimes life will push you in a certain direction. Like I have to stand on business like a certain day. Like just want to get along with the I guess senior leadership there, and I have to go. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't care about a damn job, but you know, when things like this happen, you're impacted financially. You know what I'm saying? I have all this stuff going. I'm losing my business. That was supporting like my losses from that. And I don't care about money, but the stress is building up. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching like a boiling point, and all along, like I'm so calm. I was unfazed on the outside. I wouldn't complain. I just go. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, stress was reaching a high. I figured I was in school. Like I still had other sources of income coming in, but like once you get used to like a certain lifestyle, your bills are like at that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be taking all these financial hits left and right. Things have to be paid for. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out of a job. My business is gone. I can still day trade. Now, for those who trade, like trader psychology is a really big thing. I used to trade and just keep that money in my account. If you're used to trading that way and now you're trading to like actually make a living, keep the money, like every trade is like extremely stressful. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to like overcompensate for something. Like you may lose a trade, and to lose a trade is like to lose money. And we call it revenge trading. You try to take 5 more trades to make up for that loss, and then now you have all these extra losses. So trading was something I love very dearly. I've read tons of books. I've taken trips for seminars, network, invested in myself. Like I probably invested so much money just learning how to trade, buying my setup. I had like a nice big computer screen. I had all the things, all the tools I needed to be successful in it, and I was. And now all of a sudden, I had a blown account. A blown account is when your account was at a certain number, now it's at zero. It's so low, it's just time to liquidate and like take a break. You know what I'm saying? So that really grinded my gears, and like it came a time, like I don't know if I told you, like like this is around like the time I started the divorce process. You know what I'm saying? Divorces are stressful. It weighs on the family, and this isn't some sob story. I'm just setting the scene. Life was crazy. It didn't feel like it. Even looking back, it doesn't feel like it. But like, it was a lot going on. So that was spirit. And it may sound crazy, but just I was going down the wrong path. The wrong path, but the right path at the same time. Like everything is predicated. Like this life is so planned out to the very last detail. I was doing nothing wrong. That was my spiritual journey. I went down that road to learn those lessons, and in turn, it made me better. It made me the man I am today, but it was time for a change. Now, I've given this story in other videos. The universe kind of guided me down a spiritual path through just me seeking, I call it spiritual wellness, hypnotherapy, and I'm kind of skimming over this. Like I took a big interest in like the psychic arts, mediumship, hypnotherapy, things of that nature, things working with the subconscious mind. I wanted to learn how to channel. I was seeing mediums. I was getting hypnotherapy, Reiki, all the things of that nature, trying to find my peace, getting outside more, and just trying to heal myself, trying to journal, peel back layers of trauma, and just kind of like heal myself down to like the very last atom in my body. I went down this path for a while, and I loved it so much. I was feeling so good. I wanted to do all the things. I wanted to help people. the same help I was getting that was changing my life, that had me so excited, so happy, feeling like I found something new. Of course, I wasn't making like as much money as I used to. Things were actually kind of rough at the time, but I felt so free. And I always like the way my mind is just set up. I know I was gonna get it back. I always get it back. So I wasn't stressing about the money, even though like things were a lot different that year for sure. And I became obsessed with like kind of just like a cult, like esoteric knowledge, the knowledge beneath the surface, like what is really going on outside of this realm, outside of our human bodies. This is so small. Like there's so much going on. We're acting out of play. We don't even realize it. But a lot of things are changing, and a lot of people are going to be privy to this here very soon. So at a point, I'm all in on this. I want to help people. I want to be a medium. I want to work for spirit. That's what I asked. I laid down. I meditate on this. I asked divine celestial beings. I said, I want to work for spirit. This is how I want to spend the rest of my life. It's what I want to do. And that's what I got essentially. When these things are asked, like you'll get like these "Are you sure?" moments. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I'm developing my third eye. I'm learning the channel. I'm starting to remote view a little bit, and that's when like the psychic experiences started. Like frightening psychic experiences, like waking up in my dreams, like becoming fully coherent that I'm Alec and I'm sitting in this dream and I'm talking to a room full of people, and I know people in that room, and those people are dead. And it's like, hold on. I've screamed myself awake so many times in the beginning stages, but it was just kind of part of see, now I'm a full-time medium. I have my clientele. I do workshops. I'll teach people, and I will say this: the way I go about talking about spirits, speaking with the deceased, it is very common to me. These things it makes people a little queasy. I've been conditioned for this for years. You know what I'm saying? It's just my life at this point. Even when I first became like a good medium and I started being able to channel pretty, like everything was coming through clear. I always wanted to just talk with my grandma. She passed in 2018, and she came to me when I was meditating. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna, you're gonna get what you want. It's gonna be a little frightening at first, but you'll be okay." And later on that night, when I went to sleep, she came to me, and I'm like, "This is crazy." She was very vivid, and it's like, when I'm in the dream, I'm fully aware that I'm in the dream. I'm not in my body. And yes, I've gotten kind of used to it now. I can function in those states of consciousness. But she was right there. Now, she didn't look like, she was still my grandmother, like in appearance, but she projected herself a lot differently. She she died of like heart disease. She wasn't that healthy, but she was still she was a healthy woman. But she looked about 10 years younger. Her skin it looked realer than life itself. Like if I would compare like those experiences to like just what I see around me, everything looks so dull and colorless. Like the colors are different in the astral realm. Brighter, bolder. She looked a lot younger and like kind of like presented herself as like someone in their early 40s. Gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting a little worked up. She told me, "Hey, calm down." You know what I'm saying? But it was a beautiful experience. And I will tell you, as far as me wanting to work for spirits so bad and like just kind of like almost dedicating my life to it before I really knew what I was getting into, I got what I wanted. Angels came to me one night and I was remote viewing. Very good for like, it was the first time I experienced something like this, but I was also like kind of used to it. And we kind of like astral traveled. We went to my future. You know what I'm saying? I saw my life, where things are going for me. And it was amazing. Like my platform was doing really good. Like my YouTube platform, keep in mind, this is years ago. I wasn't into YouTube. I never thought I would be on YouTube talking. I was never like the type of guy who wanted to be in front of a camera, but that's how that was my living. I built a community. I was pretty well known amongst the niche You know what I'm saying? And people like, they treated me like family when they didn't know me because everybody knew like certain aspects of my life. It was a beautiful community. Lots of like just love, joy, and respect. There was the energy between me and just everybody. I had a beautiful family. More kids than I would like, but I guess it is what it is. I had a beautiful wife, and we absolutely adored each other. She was a joy of my life. It was an amazing experience. I've been working on a wellness center, and it was thriving. That place looked like some type of futuristic Disneyland. Like everything that I'm working towards now, I didn't have those ideas back then. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but everything that I'm working towards now and everything is unfolding so beautifully in my life now. I saw it clear as day. It was amazing. So we go see all that. I felt kind of just proud looking at that, and I was ready to get to work, and they told me, now that you've seen this, you have to change. And hearing the term like you have to change is so like it just shocks you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing wrong now? What's wrong with me? Like, I work hard. I'm a good person. Um, I'm not about to like we can rock and roll now. And it was like, no, you have a lot of like things you need to deal with. You have children to think about now. Um, I'm like, I don't know them damn kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got kids. Like, we good. I can like, come on. I really wanted money. Like, when you start interacting with like beings of the higher realms, like you feel like they can give you all this stuff. Like, I was a brat. I wanted opportunities. Like, I know y'all can kind of maneuver things and point me in the right direction, give me to some opportunities, give me some money. Like things are kind of rough for me right now. Like, and honestly, where have y'all been? Like, I was an absolute brat. I hate to even say it, but it was a lot I didn't understand at the time. But at the same time, like I'm their baby. You know what I'm saying? Their precious baby, and like I don't know. I just felt like entitled to stuff. But anyway, I'm laying in my bed. That lasted a couple days. I stayed up all night. I didn't go to sleep. I stayed up all night. Woke up the next day, and it was really close after that. I think it might have been a day after. I started the death process. What people would describe as the death process. I didn't die, but I'm laying in bed and like I'm woken up out of my sleep. It's like 2, 3 in the morning. There's this bright light in my room. Like it looked like a portal or something. It's like swirling colors. It was like white and like a little gold, and everything was kind of like liquid. And it was pretty much like this is like God essentially. Like it was one of the most beautiful things I ever witnessed, but at the same time, it was frightening. Like I say, I've been through my psychic experiences were frightening. I was like shocked to my core so many times, but it was kind of like an adjustment process. Like I'm so used to these things now because of just like what I went through. And I saw that, and I was speaking to this thing, but I was more so in shock. But like right after that, that night, I started a life review. You know what I'm saying? Like all the things in my life, honestly, a lot of the stuff like I wasn't proud of, like things you would go back and look on, like the times you might have like not been so nice to people. And it went further than just like certain acts, certain things you said, certain feelings you had towards people. Like if you like really like hated somebody, you didn't do nothing, you didn't say nothing, but like you just felt a strong emotion towards them. Those are things you're gonna address like when you pass, or if you like take the route I took, you'll maybe address it while you're still alive. But they were preparing me for my life, my responsibilities, and how things are gonna be moving forward for me. And they were kind, they were gentle. At the same time, I felt so attacked. I felt like I was being jumped. I felt like, what have I gotten myself into? And this lasted for a while. It was like stuff like, oh my God. And that's what I realized. At the higher states of like consciousness, everything is connected. Everyone's connected. There is no privacy. There is no my business. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is known. When you pass away, everybody knows everything. And it sounds like so strange, but I kind of felt like It was weird, man. I'm used to it now. It doesn't bother me. Like I can go about my life and like just do the things I need to do like regular. But it was a total ego death. My ego was assassinated. My arrogance was stripped from me. Like I used to carry myself like I always been like a nice sweet dude, but man, like I have like a very um I don't know. Sometimes I call it like an extreme personality. Like I was different, man. I wouldn't hurt nobody, but if I felt threatened, my defense was like a nuclear bomb. You know what I'm saying? Because I carried all this anxiety and I was scared. I wouldn't say that. My anger was masking the anxiety. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just like this. I don't know, man. I was a different guy. I have no anger now. Anger is the most useless emotion. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff's gone. Like I'm so happy now. I used to have anxiety. I used to have like these little twitches and stuff. I was being cleansed. It felt like I was being attacked. It felt like, why would you do this to me? You know what I'm saying? And even like I asked it, like, why would y'all do this to me? And they were like, you know, when you're about to give a 30-year-old the entire world, you know, what else? How could we? It would be wrong for us to do otherwise. You know what I'm saying? It was like a legit cleansing process. I kind of like, man, like all my trauma is gone. Like I've dealt with some stuff. I've held stuff in. It affected me. It affected my relationships. Everything's easy breezy now. I carry myself with so much love. I always choose love. One thing I'm working on right now is not getting defensive. You know what I'm saying? That's the only like thing that I'm like kind of working on now. And when I say defensive, like when somebody like may say I did something wrong or like this, like I don't. Sometimes the ego want to come out, but honestly, I kind of take a step back and I coddle these days because like it really doesn't matter. And I try to respond with love and understanding. And like if I disagree, I can convey that in a very polite, respectful way. You know what I'm saying? That process took well over a year. You feel me? It took a while, but I'm set up for success. You know what I'm saying? And like everything in my life now is so beautiful. I'm guided to the very last, like I walk, my life is magic. When I interact with people, I'm told, you know, how to comfort them. Maybe when I should hold back and let them talk. My directions, like I could like map out a day on best case scenario. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started on like my business decisions, travel options, like everything is made easy for me. It's like I know everything that I need to know. Some information is poison. Sometimes knowing can be painful. Like I say, I know my future. Like when you know things, it could be a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? But I've gotten stronger and like I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy and like I can go through my life with like this confidence that like honestly nothing is gonna go wrong. I might be inconvenienced at time, but at the end of the day, like I'm protected. Like I feel damn near invincible. Like I feel like I will never be placed in harm's way. If I'm somewhere, I'm safe there. I don't need a gun to protect me or like any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be put in the right situations and I'm always gonna know how to conduct myself in any situation and protect myself. And I've done like a lot of research on, like I say, I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a medium, and I'm a spiritual wellness coach. My platform is spiritual wellness coaching. All those lessons, the things I talk about, like I've been taught a lot of stuff. I've been guided towards certain, like angels would teach you through like, if you can channel, a lot of times, sometimes some stuff you just get, you're just told and that's it. Sometimes you're taught through kind of like deductive reasoning. You're kind of guided to like a logic to where you can think and like teach these things. You know what I'm saying? And that's essentially what I'm here to do. Like I'm a teacher. That's why some people call it like initiation. That's why they were so hard on me at first. Like now, like I can call myself a bona fide seer. And I don't really like titles, but that's what category I would fall under. And there's so many other people like me. I've met them. They're my peers. Anybody could do this. There's nothing special about me. All you have to do is ask and be determined because, oh boy, the earth is changing. Like we are in a new earth, pretty much. Like the frequency of earth is like shifting. We're going towards more spiritual times. Like third eyes are opening. There were going to be a lot of psychics in my lifetime, and that's really like why I'm in place. It's part of like my life's path. People are going to experience what I experienced, maybe in like, maybe not as bad as me because I was being prepared to teach, but they may think they're experiencing psychosis. Like if you look up like shamans and people like with just like really powerful third eye psychics, they went through stuff to get to that point. They're being taught. I'm not sure if they're aware of that. I've seen so many videos, but I was told like, hey, we're gonna take you through this gently, but some stuff, you know, it's gonna feel personal. It's gonna feel like I had so many crazy dreams, like, oh my God, waking up in my dreams, like kind of astral projecting like out of my body. It was a time like I was in my front room, and I think I walked in my kitchen, and I had the damn, I used to go to sleep with like singing bells, like crystal bowls playing, and I'm sitting there, the crystal bowls are playing loud, and like my remote's on the counter, and I remember, I just set my remote on the nightstand before I went to sleep. I look over and there I am asleep, like my body's asleep, and I scream myself awake, I've screamed myself awake. Oh my God, it's the times are uncountable, but it's beautiful. And now I can like experience like all these different things and like work with these divine beings and not be frightened, not feel judged, not feel like I'm being watched. And we're always there to help. When people come to me for hypnotherapy, mediumship, anything, like it's never just me. You're in a room full of angels. You know what I'm saying? And I take that like with a lot of responsibility and also confidence that like my clients are getting the best care. And I think it's amazing. I've experienced this from the other end. I've met people, I've gone to like practitioners just like myself who work with angels knowingly. You should look up integrated energy therapy. I've gotten it so many times, and it's just changed my life. I want to end this video saying I've talked about my life, and now I need to tell others like how it can benefit you. You have guardian angels with you all the time. You have spirit guides, all the things. All you have to do is ask. You don't have to be like this great channeler obsessed with like a cult and the talking to the pendulum and spirits like me. Just ask, and ask to be shown, ask to know. You don't always have to channel. They can communicate with like ideas, like they can place ideas into your head. It's called a download, and you can function just fine and feel safe and protected. Like all you have to do is ask and most certainly believe, and you'll get what you ask for. But that's my vlog, y'all. These are all things that I love, very precious to me. Some of the best times in my life, and things I'll never forget, things I'll write about. I'm still a student. I'm still learning. I'm still getting better every day. I'm still meditating, doing my channeling, raising my vibration. If you notice, my entire platform is about raising your frequency. I may not put that in like the titles, in like psychic development. I may not put that in like the captions or anything, but like if you peep game, that's all the episodes are teaching you how to do. Raise your vibration, become more connected with the collective consciousness, how to use your third eye, how to strengthen it, things to expect when you're going through your psychic development. And I'm gonna make plenty more videos for y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Love y'all. Till next time, peace.